guys, how you doing? Minasan konnichiwa, my name is Cheese and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Attack on Titan or進撃の巨人episode 11 and 12. Yeah, I think the 2 episode thing is going quite well. Like, I just did it one time so far, so I still have to see whether this is gonna work out. But I'm confident that it's gonna work out quite well and make me go through this series a lot faster. But yeah, I really like the previous episodes, especially with the focus and the shine of Armin. Yeah, like, I already loved him as a character, but the way he really stepped forward and, spoke towards everyone, it was so great to see, and you could really feel that he meant every word he said and gave it everything he had. So that was a great moment, and then thankfully Pixis came in and handled the entire situation, and I really respect him of how he handled that situation, and also in the end how he spoke towards Eren when they were discussing about how to use Eren as a Titan to fight against the other Titans and reclaim their territory. Pixis was purely interested in whether Eren was gonna do it or not. I just like that attitude, and I think that's what they'll try out in this episode. So I'm really curious to see how it's gonna go. So without further ado, let's right into the episode. So let's go! Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna say the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a little recap. Yeah, that was so good. Oh, yes. Oh, that was such a great moment. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna continue. So far, their comeback has been working quite well. Like, everyone is working really hard to fight against the Titans, reclaim territories. And now with Eren, who is sort of able to turn into a Titan, we'll see how that's gonna change the story. Idol. Ooh, interesting title. Yeah. The fundamental issue. back to this issue. Remember how I talked about this before? It was mainly during the part where we saw Mikasa's backstory and how they had to kill humans to rescue her. And this is sort of related, but not really. I think now they're more referring to the people. Like, okay, this is quite a difficult issue. I don't want to talk too much because that's gonna distract me from watching the episode. Mm. Oh, damn. Oh, this is not good. Like, chaos is emerging. Like, the order is disappearing. This is not good. Yep. We just saw that, everyone has different visions and opinions on how to deal with the situation. Yeah. Well, he has a big voice. Yeah, just Nice. Armin is acting as tactician. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, damn. Whew. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, how do you expect them to still fight against the Titans? Right. See, they must remember the reason why they're there. Alright. Mm, right. They need to see the big picture. Oh, yeah. This is what they meant when they said Pixis sees things differently, you know? He really sees the big picture, not just the fact that they have to fight against the Titans. It's more than that. Right. That's it exactly. Like they have nothing else, you know? Like if they don't go with that plan, what else are they gonna do? The pressure though. Ooh. I already expected that to happen though. I already thought that she would be part of the protecting squad. Ooh, here we go. That's the boulder. Damn. I wonder how far is the boulder from the hole. Uh. uh. Mm-hmm. The music change. signing that they're ready. Oh, I love the animation when they do this. Oh my god! Oh, not wasting a single moment. Wow. Uh-oh. That was not supposed to happen. What? No! Eren is not supposed to lose his consciousness. He needs to stay awake, you know? Not attack Mikasa or anyone else. Just. Oh no. I already knew that the plan wasn't go as smoothly, you know? Like, they made a great plan, and. What was her name? Rika? One of the elite, right? The woman with the blonde hair. She already warned Eren that many people are gonna die in this mission. So it's not gonna be light, like it's gonna be really hard. But still they have to make it a success, and everyone, yeah, everything is resting on Eren's shoulders basically. So it's no time to go out of control. Alright, so that was episode 11 of Attack on Titan. And yeah, this is like the calm before the storm, right? They were just talking about the entire plan. They were preparing everything for the plan. They had to explain everything to the people to make them sort of understand why they are doing this, because we could see that a lot of people are losing their minds, just believing that they're just gonna go out there into the battlefield just to die. And now we could really see that the order was crumbling apart. And it was thanks to Pixis, who sort of kept everyone together. And he made a really good point. He said at some point that it's no use trying to keep the people there that doesn't have the will anymore to fight. Like, what do you expect them to do? They will indeed just go out there just to get eaten. You just need people who are also prepared to fight for it. And then he made everyone remember why they are there, why they are fighting. They're fighting to protect everyone else and prevent the Titans from going even further. So that made a lot of people still stay in the end. So the things that Pixis said, it wasn't a lot, but every sentence he said just made a point. And by the end of his speech, the order was still kept. And you can see that he's trusted by a lot of people. Like, no one questions his judgment. And I think that's also related to the way he sees things. Like what we could see in this episode. He just sees things so differently. He just sees the entire picture. And unlike the soldiers who are just focusing on battling against the Titans, making sure that they don't die, Pixis sees the grand strategy. He also thinks ahead of what would happen if the Titans go further. People would have to deal with other issues, like what happened 4 years before. He slightly mentioned that, and I think that was also the moment where Armin lost his parents. If I remember correctly, at that moment, 4 years ago, people were sent out to fight against the Titans, but also sort of to sacrifice them and make sure that other people still had enough to eat and be able to survive, you know? Because they just had a shortage of everything. So that's the moment where Armin's parents were also sort of sacrificed and sent out, and they died as a result. So that's really sad. But it's good that Pixis reminded us of that moment and reminded us that next time that plan is not gonna be able to help anymore. So that's why it's important that they go through this. And the fact that time is so important. They cannot delay everything. More and more Titans are gonna invade. The longer they wait, the harder it will become for them to protect Walrose. So that's also one thing that they have to keep in mind, that time is also an important matter. So I really liked this episode. You know, it wasn't really action based. This was just towards what is to come. And I think next episodes will mainly be focused on the action and executing the entire plan. But this was everything towards that plan, all the preparations, and they pointed out a lot of important things and reminded us of a lot of important things. And one thing that I also really liked in this episode, what they mentioned, is something Pixis and Eren were talking about at the beginning of the episode, is when Pixis pointed out that Titans aren't their only enemies. And I wanted to talk about that during the episode, but I was like, no, I'll get distracted, so I'll keep this until my review session. So what I wanted to say is that it kind of reminded me of that moment where Eren and Mikasa had to fight against those traffickers, you know, those human traffickers, and the moment where they had to kill them as well. Even though that's not really related, I think Pixis was more referring to the fact that there are humans out there that are possibly artificially creating those Titans. We already know that these Titans aren't really a natural phenomenon. You know, they don't reproduce like humans does. They don't have those organs. They don't even eat humans because they need them to survive. They don't get hungry or anything. Because if they were, they could have also just eaten other living creatures. So that's not the thing. So there are a lot of things unnatural about these Titans, which kind of hints towards the possibility that there are humans behind all of this. And I think that's what Pixis was trying to say. Also because of the fact that Eren can turn into a Titan because he received a vaccine or an injection when he was little by his father. You know, that is just so suspicious. And I think that's also something that Pixis saw. And that's why he said that the Titans aren't the only enemies. And after that we also saw that the order was crumbling. People were going against other people because they just didn't see any hope anymore. So indeed, Titans aren't the only enemies. And I think that's something we still have to keep in mind for the rest of the show. You know, just the fact that it's not just humans versus Titans. There's just a lot more to this. So there were a lot of interesting discussions and points they brought up in this episode. So that's why I really liked this episode. But now we're getting into the action in episode 12, I think. Just the whole execution of the plan. We'll see what Eren is doing because he's not supposed to lose control during this whole plan. So we'll see how it's gonna go. I'm definitely really happy that I still can watch episode 12. So we can still include a lot of action in this reaction video. So yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait. So without further ado, let's jump right into episode 12. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready. So I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, what if the armored titan or the giant titan is gonna show up again? Yeah, I'm kinda scared that another plot twist is gonna happen, but we'll see. Oh, they're showing a timeline. I actually should remember all these dates, shouldn't I? Every time I see this, I'm like, damn. That's what's supposed to happen. But yeah, it's not gonna go that easily. William's already looming. No, don't say that. Yeah, girl. Wound. Oh, look at all those titans. So gross. Uh-oh. Oh, she jumped straight onto her face. Uh-oh. Is it? Oh no, they already sent a red signal. He punched his face. Uh-oh. Oh no, there they come. Ooh, Mikasa does not appreciate that. Armin, what's he gonna do? Yeah, elites amongst elites. Oh, he really trusts them. And he knows the taste of alcohol, remember? Good. Oh, that's kind of sad though. Jean! Oh, you see his tongue, his entire tongue. Good. The soundtrack, by the way, is so beautiful. She was blushing. Hmm. I wonder what Arm is gonna do. it's Eren. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Damn. Oh! Mikasa! Nice! Oh my god. Oh damn. Woo! Oh. What's Armin gonna do? He's gonna cut Eren out? Oh, he actually got his arm. Armin! no. Oh no, he doesn't see reality anymore. Yes, is he gonna remember? Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Woo. Oh no. Nice. He's out of gas. Oh, it's broken? Behind you. Oh my god. Another creepy one. Uh-oh. Oh, please be safe. Oh no, he's coming. Oh. Someone's equipment. Yep. Oh yeah, is he gonna come back? this episode felt so short. Wow, this episode really felt short. But this episode was so hyped. Oh my god. Woo, everyone fighting against the Titans. And Armin trying to convince Eren or trying to get him back. Woo. Alright, so that was episode 12 of Attack on Titan. Oh, this episode was so exciting. It went by in a flash. Like, when they said, like, to be continued, I was like, no way, already? Oh, I cannot wait to watch the next episode already, but I gotta be patient this time. But yeah, compared to the previous episode, there's not that much I can say about this one. Like, this episode was obviously more focused on action, so it didn't really go into, like, deep topics or anything like that. So this review will be slightly shorter, I guess. Yeah, in this episode we basically just saw everyone executing the plan, everyone playing the role they were supposed to play in this whole plan. So we have the elite squad who has to protect Eren, but who were discussing amongst themselves because Eren wasn't doing the thing he was supposed to do. So that already changes the entire plan, right? So I really understood what everyone from the elite squad was saying. Everyone had their point of view, but then eventually the leader, Jan, right? He said like, yeah, the only thing we can do is this, you know, this is the biggest chance we have at fighting the Titans. If we don't do this, what else are we gonna do? Just dying in vain? And he really saw that Eren is the only potentially capable weapon they have to fight against the Titans. And if they let that potential go, what else are they gonna have? Nothing. So he really saw that, and that's why he acted the way he did in this plan. So he just decided to continue, let everyone do their own thing, the own role they have to play. And we also saw that with other groups. So for example with Jean and the others, how they had the role of luring the Titans to the corner, which is already a really dangerous task, you know, like you don't know if they can survive that when Titans are chasing them and can pop out of every corner. But it still went for it, and Jean had like technical difficulties, like his equipment wasn't working, but he still didn't give up, you know, he still ran away, trying to figure out of a way to survive. And I really start to respect him as a character. Like, his character development so far has been really great. You know how I didn't really like him in the beginning, especially how he got introduced, his whole motivation of becoming a soldier to begin with was already like, okay, yeah, I get it, but it's not as respectable or admirable as some others, you know? But seeing him grow, seeing how he has grown throughout this battle against the Titans, just made him like so much. And I probably hadn't mentioned this already, but I actually realized that his voice actor is actually one of my favorites, so that's already like a plus for me personally. So yeah, I just love seeing him, and I want to see more from him in the future as well. I'm just really curious to see how much he's gonna grow even further from this moment onwards. I don't think he's gonna die yet. No way, like, he's not gonna die in this battle, I'm sure of that. But I was glad about the little focus on him. But then of course the most important part of this episode was Eren, of course, because he's what the whole plan is based upon. But then him not being able to control the Titan's body. yeah, that was quite a problem. And he couldn't even recognize Mikasa, he couldn't recognize everyone else. But then that's when Armin showed up, trying to convince Eren. And like from Eren's perspective, it was almost like he was inside a really cozy cottage. He was just at home with his parents and Mikasa, and he had like no reason to go out. And that's something a lot of people can relate to, I guess. Like when you're so comfortable inside of something, like this is what I experience every morning inside my bed when I have to get out of my bed, but you just don't feel like going out because it's so comfortable, and you know it's gonna be like cold when you get out, for example. So I think a lot of people can relate to that. At least I could. But when Armin reminded him of wanting to go outside of the walls and asking him why he wanted to do that in the first place, I was like, yes! And then that's what actually drew Eren back to reality. You know, that dream of wanting to go to the outside world and seeing everything with his own eyes. Yeah, that was a great moment. And I guess Eren is back. At least I hope so. I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, we know a lot of Titans are marching towards him. So, or either he's gonna fight the Titans first, or he really is gonna go continue with the plan and carry the boulder towards that gap. So, we'll see what Eren's gonna do. But in any case, I'm definitely really excited. You know, this episode was already so high, but the battle's not over yet. So I'm also really excited about the next one. But yeah, that was my reaction to episode 11 and 12, Attack on Titan. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction to the next episode, you can already find it on my Patreon. So if you're interested, please go check it out. You can find the link in the description box below. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.